Dial-up Internet. Dial-up Internet was the first form of Internet access available to ordinary households, connecting computers to the Internet through the existing telephone network using a device called a modem. To establish a connection, the modem would literally dial a telephone number, and the distinctive sequence of tones and static that followed, now nostalgically remembered by anyone who used the Internet in the 1990s, was the sound of two modems negotiating a connection. Dial-up speeds were measured in kilobits per second, with the fastest standard dial-up connections reaching 56 kilobits, a speed so slow by modern standards that loading a single web page with images would take several minutes. Crucially, dial-up occupied the telephone line during use, meaning voice calls could not be received while someone was online, a limitation that caused significant friction in family households sharing a single phone line.
DSL Internet. DSL, which stands for Digital Subscriber Line, was the technology that brought always-on broadband internet to millions of homes in the late 1990s and 2000s, replacing dial-up as the dominant home internet technology. Like dial-up, DSL transmits data over existing copper telephone lines, but it does so using frequencies that do not interfere with voice calls, allowing internet and phone service to operate simultaneously through the same wire. Speeds vary significantly depending on the distance between the user's home and the telephone exchange. The further away, the weaker the signal and the slower the connection. ADSL, the most common variation, delivers faster download speeds than upload speeds, reflecting the typical usage pattern of home users who download far more than they upload. DSL remains in use in many areas where fiber optic infrastructure has not yet been deployed.
Cable Internet. Cable Internet delivers broadband connectivity through the same coaxial cable infrastructure used to provide cable television service. Internet service providers that already had cable television networks were able to offer internet service by transmitting data signals alongside television signals through the same physical cables reaching homes. Cable Internet typically offers faster speeds than DSL, particularly for downloads, making it one of the most popular home internet technologies in the United States. The shared nature of cable infrastructure means that speeds can decrease during peak usage hours when many users in the same neighborhood are online simultaneously, as the available bandwidth is divided among all connected households in a given area. DOCSIS technology standards govern how cable internet systems operate, with newer versions enabling gigabit speeds over existing cable infrastructure. Fiber Optic Internet. Fiber optic internet transmits data as pulses of light through thin strands of glass or plastic fiber, delivering speeds and reliability that copper-based technologies cannot match. Because light travels faster than electrical signals and fiber cables do not suffer from signal degradation over distance the way copper does, fiber connections can deliver gigabit speeds, 1,000 megabits per second, consistently, regardless of how far the user is from the nearest network node. Fiber is widely considered the gold standard of home internet technology, offering symmetrical upload and download speeds that benefit not only streaming and browsing, but also remote work, video conferencing, cloud storage, and online gaming. The primary limitation of fiber internet is availability. Laying new fiber infrastructure requires significant investment, and many rural and suburban areas still lack fiber coverage, despite ongoing expansion efforts.
Satellite Internet. Satellite Internet connects users to the Internet through signals transmitted between a dish antenna at the user's location and satellites orbiting the Earth. Traditional geostationary satellite internet services placed satellites approximately 36,000 kilometers above Earth, resulting in signal round-trip times of around 600 milliseconds, a delay called latency that made real-time activities like video calling and online gaming frustratingly unresponsive. SpaceX's Starlink service, launched commercially in 2020, uses a constellation of low Earth orbit satellites positioned at around 550 kilometers altitude, reducing latency to 20 to 40 milliseconds and delivering download speeds that can exceed 200 megabits per second. Starlink has transformed the satellite internet category, bringing genuinely usable broadband to remote farms, ships at sea, aircraft in flight, and areas where no other internet infrastructure exists. 5G Internet. Fifth-generation mobile network technology, known as 5G, delivers wireless internet speeds that rival or exceed fixed broadband connections in areas with strong coverage. While previous generations of mobile networks were primarily designed for smartphone connectivity, 5G was engineered with the capacity to connect massive numbers of devices simultaneously at very low latency, making it the foundation of emerging technologies like autonomous vehicles, smart city infrastructure, and industrial automation. Fixed wireless access using 5G allows internet service providers to deliver home broadband by installing a receiver at a residence that connects wirelessly to a nearby 5G tower, eliminating the need to lay physical cables. Millimeter wave 5G delivers the highest speeds but has limited range and penetration, while sub-6 GHz 5G offers broader coverage with more moderate performance improvements over 4G. Wi-Fi Internet. Wi-Fi is the wireless local area networking technology that distributes an internet connection from a router to devices within a home, office, or public space without physical cables. It operates using radio frequency bands, primarily 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz, to transmit data between the router and connected devices. The 2.4 GHz band travels further and penetrates walls more effectively, but supports lower maximum speeds, while 5 GHz delivers faster speeds over shorter distances. Wi-Fi standards have evolved through successive generations, Wi-Fi 4, Wi-Fi 5, and Wi-Fi 6, each delivering significant improvements in speed, capacity, and efficiency. A Wi-Fi network itself is not an internet connection. It is the local wireless distribution layer that shares whatever internet connection enters the building through a physical cable with all the wireless devices inside. Broadband Internet. Broadband is not a specific technology, but rather a general term describing any high-speed internet connection that is always on and significantly faster than dial-up. The term was coined to distinguish the new generation of fast connections from the slow, narrowband dial-up connections they replaced, with broad referring to the wide bandwidth these connections could carry. Regulatory bodies in different countries define minimum broadband speeds differently, with the United States Federal Communications Commission having defined broadband as a minimum of 25 megabits per second download and 3 megabits per second upload, though this threshold has been widely criticized as outdated given the demands of modern internet usage. DSL, cable, fiber, and fixed wireless connections all qualify as broadband, making it an umbrella term rather than a specific technology category. Leased line internet. A leased line is a dedicated private internet connection that runs directly from a service provider's network to a business premises without being shared with any other customers. Unlike residential internet connections that share bandwidth among many users and experience speed fluctuations during peak hours, a leased line delivers consistent, guaranteed speeds at all times because the entire capacity of the connection is reserved exclusively for the single customer. Businesses that depend on reliable, high-speed internet for operations, data centers, financial trading firms, broadcasting companies, and large enterprises use leased lines to ensure their connectivity never degrades regardless of what is happening on the broader network. The dedicated nature of leased lines makes them significantly more expensive than shared consumer connections, with costs typically justified by the business-critical nature of the applications they support. Mobile Hotspot Internet. A mobile hotspot uses a cellular data connection, 4G LTE or 5G, to create a local Wi-Fi network that other devices can connect to, effectively sharing the phone's internet connection wirelessly. Most smartphones include a built-in hotspot feature that can be activated when needed, turning the phone into a portable router. Dedicated hotspot devices, sometimes called MiFi devices, serve the same purpose in a standalone unit optimized for battery life and simultaneous connections. Mobile hotspots are widely used by travelers, remote workers, and people in locations where fixed broadband is unavailable or unreliable. Data consumption on mobile hotspots can be substantial, particularly when sharing video streaming or large file downloads, making data plan management important for users who rely on hotspot connectivity regularly. That covers all the kinds of internet connections we have for you today. If this video helped you understand something new, make sure you subscribe to ByteSimple. We break down a new tech topic every single week. Drop a comment below and tell us, which type of internet connection are you using right now? See you in the next one.